Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Huge drama coming out of Germany regarding the Federal Interior Ministry, Nancy Faeser, decision to deny Palantir as their nationwide policing tool. We get juicy details on why this most likely is politically motivated and some evidence of that, but also how it was used to catch pedos and actually made this investigation much easier to find the suspects, while also prosecuting them. And also, we got some details on how privacy concerns about the source code that was mentioned previously in the last article were debunked because it was actually reviewed by a third party and approved without any concerns. I do want to warn though, I'm not versed closely to German politics, so of course I have my biases. And this could be a political hit piece on those who oppose Palantir, but we get some great news at least out of it. So starting off the article itself, it starts with the big headlines that there was a huge criminal proceeding against pedos in Germany, and this took place back in 2019 in October, where they found evidence of this crime at an apartment. From there, they were able to investigate a network that included about 439 people. So with Palantir, Hessen was able to run their investigation on the analysis platform, and they found several suspects in their jurisdiction. Now that sounds like an overall win where they catch one suspect but are also able to use evidence against them to find their related criminals. And what's juicy here is that this was previously supported by the Federal Ministry of the Interior because for good reason. It works and you can run your political campaign off getting rid of pedos. Now where did it go wrong though? Well, with the last video I had on this, the Federal Ministry of the Interior decided not to go with Palantir for a nationwide rollout, and it was highly suspected it was only for political reasons because there's a lot of evidence that they supported the program before, but also verified things were good to use the program even against data privacy concerns. It was agreed by the 16 federal states and security authorities there that they should have a common system to be able to communicate, work together on these kind of investigations. But the investigators themselves got mad at the news when they heard that the project was being stopped recently. Now, they suspect because of the state elections coming up and her previous time as a politician in the Hessian state, she was vocally against Palantir and cooperating with them. And what adds on to this more is that the states that don't have the tool of Palantir are dissatisfied too because now they're denied it. I figure because they see their peers are having a better and easier time running their investigations and are getting results while they fall behind or just have to do much more work for the same or less results. Or the issue is that they just have to purchase the product themselves as an individual state instead of that coming out of a national budget. So there's the money part of it too, and possibly political as well. But the thing is, there was support before, so you're going to basically rug pull these different states here thinking they can get access to a tool to cooperate instead of having them to purchase it themselves. Now, the big kicker is that the source code was actually viewed by their Fraunhofer Institute. So that's a third-party institute here they looked at for several weeks, ultimately found it to be unobjectionable, so not to object it. And that the fear of a sensitive data leak could happen was not confirmed in any way. So this means that the arguments in the previous article I covered are basically hocus pocus and trying to fearmonger. They had a third party here review, which is a widespread throughout Germany, so it's not part of these specific states that support it. So in the end, they're strongly suggesting that Faeser is not rolling out Palantir at a national level just for political reasons at the expense of public safety and the efficiency of police forces. I mean, similar to a lot of the NHS FUD, it sounds like the political heat literally comes from this idea that because they are an American company and associated with the military, spying, they are bad even though it works and has been proven to work with evidence and strong proponents and support with the actual users of the software. And they don't even pay attention to how this actually protects their data and lets them do investigations in such a way without infringing on personal rights. I mean, I still get the homegrown stuff here and wanting a company from Germany to do this, but if you have nothing to do it and just canceling this without any transition or without any need where it's going to take years, it really sounds like you don't care and you're just doing it for your own political reasons instead of public safety. And like I said, this is very political and I could be reading a biased article as well, so keep that in mind here. I'm not versed in German politics, but what do you think yourself? Let me know below and I'll see you in the next video.